So we have come to this beautiful location, and there are a lot of things to talk about the Ducati Monster. Well, first up, let's answer the elephant in the room. Well, with this segment being bloomed in India, we have the KTM's that enter this market. We have the 2025 Z900 that has just been launched last week. Well, where does this Ducati Monster sit? Well, it's a unique proposition because there are a lot of things very specific to the Ducati Monster. Well, let's talk about 5 of my favorite things and that make it really unique in this segment. So the first thing that stands out is this V-twin. So Ducati calls it the signature L-twin, but the cylinders are 90 degrees and this engine is one of its kind. Although not very tractable, but what makes it apart is its character. The way this thing redlines and the torque right from the start is what makes it really special. So talking in terms of figures, it produces 112 horsepower and 93 Nm of torque, and I think the figures are quite apt when you compare it with the competitors as well. The second thing that strikes the best about this is the way it looks. I mean, just look at this beautiful headlamp design. It's an oval unit, and this has always been there on the Monster right from its first generation, even in the previous predecessor. So this was always there. Now we have an entirely LED setup. This is a ring, and we get the main projector at the center. So Ducati have always had that attention to detail. Well, look at these indicators. I think these are the only ones that come with the sequential style or sequential lights in this entire segment. Probably a major USP. We get a double barrel exhaust as standard, but this one has been equipped with a factory fitted Termignoni, and this is running a DB killer. So right now let's listen to the exhaust note of it. So it's very loud, and the way it backfires, that's the advantage of having a factory fitted exhaust system. This is a DCAT, and this just sounds amazing. So this also comes with very standard electronics package. So here is we have the Ducati quick shifter. This is with the auto blipper as well, the Ducati traction control, and this comes with I think 4 5, and we also have the ABS with 3 level of sensitivity. And the most helpful is the Ducati wheelie control, because when we were stretching this bike out there, that's the one that held her back, because this thing just flies. So when the Ducati was here, I think it had a good seat height. I mean, it was about 830 to 840 mm. But now what they've done is this has now been reduced to 820 mm with this avatar. So this makes it very accommodating for all kind of riders, maybe beginners, maybe even if you're around 5'4" to 5'6", and the level of riding, it can suit everyone. So the seat height is not a problem at all. So at the rear, there are a lot of things. This is quite a busy bike when you look at this angle. Well, it does not get the Ducati signature single-sided swing arm, but again, this is a really nice looking unit, and they have compensated really well with these wheels. And there is, so let's talk about the variants, because we get 3 variants: a standard, this is the plus, and there is one more which is called the SP. The SP comes with the forged wheels, and that is, oh, I think you've seen Ducatis do their job in that. So these come in red paint scheme, and that really complements well on the road and to these colors. So it comes in 3 colors. So I think the Plus variant gets this treatment. So at the back, we get a nice looking tail lamp. Again, the sequential indicators. The tires are about 180 section at the back. We get the Diablo Rosso 3 by a standard from the Ducati itself, and at the front we have a 120 section. The elephant in the room basically is the pricing, because this is priced at 12 lakh 90,000, the standard variant, and goes all the way up till 15 lakh 95,000 for the SP. Though SP comes in limited numbers, this is the variant that the mass would go for. So this is the Plus, and it sits really there. I think this will cost you about 16 to 17 lakhs depending on where you are in the country. So at that price point, it is expensive by about 2 to 3 lakhs when you compare the average price in this segment. But you get the Ducati flagship craftsmanship, you get this fun to ride engine, and again, this sounds really good that we heard just prior to this. So now if you ask me, would I buy this? Well, if I have to own a proper looking, mean looking motorcycle, a super naked, not a super naked, but of course this looks super and is a naked, so yes, it does come to me as a choice. And being in the segment of this naked, there is a lot of options. So we get a triple, we get the inline fours, and we also have the parallel twin bike KTMs. So if you ask us if this would be our pick, well, it's a sure yes, because perks of its own. So for example, the electronics that this brings in is unlike anything else, and this engine especially is a total fun to ride. So at the price point, I would definitely pay the extra premium to get all of this and this mean looking striking looks that the Ducati Monster brings to the table. So let us know in the comments what do you think about this, and while we are on the go, we will see you in the next video.